What's up, guys? It's me, Biological History fans, and Al. And today, what if Quebec voted for independence? The year is 1995, and the Quebecers are so mad. We got a French president, says the Quebecer, but there are people on the streets and stuff protesting. I don't know why, because they're getting what they want, so I don't know. But they're protesting the votes are being counted. No! No! Says this fat English speaking politician. What if they do that though? No, says himself to him. They won't lie, he says under his breast. We will go. Trust is the fat French guy. He's not even a politician, so I don't know why he's there, though. But anyway, this is all in the English guy's head. So they finish counting the votes, and it appears that meanwhile in Montreal, Justin Trudeau is talking to his butlers. This rice pudding is so delicious, says Cornelius, says Trudeau. Thanks, Justin. I worked really hard on it. I can tell, says Trudeau. Silence engulfs the room. So, sir, do you think Quebec will be voted? No way, says Justin. Never in 1,000 years. It will not happen. Even if it did happen, how bad could it be? Right? Right? It was really bad. It was really bad. Justina turns on the television and sees that Quebec is now independent. No! He says, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. So he does, and then Albert leaves Canada in open rebellion and sides with Quebec because Justin Trudeau has lost his mind. Justin Trudeau declares the Baptist state of Canada. Oh wait, that's not Justin Trudeau, that's Saddam Hussein. Anyways, George Bush invades Canada. The 2003 invasion of Canada. The 2003 invasion of Canada, says Dick Cheney. Saddam Hussein is the president of Canada now. What now? We invade them, says Dick Genius. Genius, says George Bush. But will we liberate them? Yeah, I guess, says Cheney. But let's take all their maple syrup. Money! So anyways, they invade Canada really quick and defeat Saddam insane because he's insane now. So here's a royal marriage with Iraq. So now Canada is the Baptist state of Canada and Iraq. But they find Saddam and hanged him. But in this timeline, Canada did 9/11. Liberation! Liberation, my fellow Americans, as George Bush says. We have saved Canada. I mean America, says George Bush. We defeated Iraq and Canada, but we have problems. In Quebec, there is a new country, the Republic of Quebec, ISIS, and they're terrorizing me, the American peoples. Anyway, we cannot out what happens to Justin Trudeau. Wait, who's in the crowd? Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau stands in the crowd. He is alive. Glory be. Hello, John, says Justin. Hi, Justin, says Trudeau. It's time for me to go home now, but I'll always be with you right here. Justin's finger glares and points at Cheney's heart, but Cheney pulls his finger. No, you idiots, says Justin. You have been cursed. It's with the curse. You know what? Never mind. I must go now. Bye. Justin lives in his UFO. Cheney and Bush are left dumbfounded. In conclusion, in conclusion, nearly President Ted Kennedy is being interviewed on The View by Whoopi Goldberg. So Ted, says Whoopi Goldberg, ah, the curse, says Ted Kennedy. Somebody slap the siren song, says Ted Kennedy, and then his head explodes on national TV because of the curse of the Kennedys. Ah, the curse of the Kennedys, says Whoopsie Silverstein. I mean Goldberg. Silverstein is that man who wrote The Giving Tree, and he had a scary face. So anyway, Oprah, her brain explodes too late. Wait! She was a Kennedy too! We will never know! The lesson of the story? The lesson of the story is to always slow and steady wine the race. Also vaccinate your babies so they won't get huge welts on their back like me as an infant who had to spend 25 grand on medical surgery to get his medical surgery removed. I hope you guys like and subscribe. I make videos every day and other videos too. Like what if Deseret, which was an independent country, I made that video and someone disliked it, and I have to say that I am sorry. My great grandpappy was Roman, but he converted to Catholicism because it is a pagan religion, the Mormon. Can Trump win the 2020 election? That's a good video, but it's really long, so I would watch it on a really long car ride. What if the United States was a mole? Now that's a good one. And in the late words of Billy Graham, we are all God's children in God's kingdom, but not all people get into God's kingdom. Remember that. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I hope you guys found the video very interesting. In the literary words of Billy Graham, thank you so much for liking my video, and I hope you subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.